Alright, so this one here is going to include Central Illinois. We have cities like Springfield, Decatur, Bloomington, and then Peoria, of course. Now look, this is just a quick list here. We're going to get through it pretty quickly. 100 spots. If you guys are looking for different photo opportunities, I did find some unique spots here through different online forums and threads. I'm just listing them here. Let's get started. No particular order. University of Illinois, Springfield. College campuses are always good spots for photos, different sculptures and unique architectural objects. Rochester Community Park, Lick Creek Preserve, hiking and biking trail. Let me know if you guys have been to any of these areas, or if you do live in the Central Illinois area, or maybe you have friends and family and you're just traveling there and you want to start your portfolio or whatever the case may be. So I did a broad range here, just kind of cover this whole area. So I'll give you guys a little something to work with. I'm not going to list them all here, read them all word for word, because you guys can clearly read, at least I hope you can, right? So, the campgrounds, Mattoon, I think this is as far south as we go here. Fishing pavilion. I mean, feel free to screenshot these, if you see any areas that, hey, you know what, maybe you're going to, and you want to take a look. This way that it's just a list, right? Now there's always going to be some of you who think, oh, well, why don't you zoom in on this, or, well, let's talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I just want to read it, Unless there's something of special note here. Historical landmarks, yeah, you're going to find a whole bunch of these in some of these buildings. Some people think, oh, what's just a building? But everybody has a different interest in something, right? More college campuses, Madigan State Park, world's largest covered wagon. That's interesting. Now, I'm not from here, so I might mispronounce some of these. Meridoja. But because I'm seeing these for basically the first or second time, and I've never really had to pronounce them for any reason, so we're just getting through them. I did a whole bunch of different videos already with different areas, so feel free to check it out. I'm just kind of experimenting here and seeing, what you might find interesting, right? What's unique, what's different. Sunflower fields, those are always good photo spots for nature or just engagement photos. I've seen a lot of those in open fields. Museums, of course, are always going to be good spots, especially with kids. Capitol Complex, Illinois State Building, this is a given. State Museum. Abe Lincoln Presidential Library Museum. More children's museums. Lincoln Home National Historic Site. Whole bunch of museums in here. I mean, what do you guys, when you're taking photos, what do you like taking photos of specifically? Action, live still photos, parks. Nature seems to be the biggest one, but there's tons of parks here, and a lot of these spots that you're seeing here are spots within nature centers or different preserves, things like that. Parks, a lot of times they have specific scenic areas or touristy spots that you might find interesting. Scoville Zoo, I don't know if it's a seasonal thing or what. Observation District. St. Chris Speedway. I'm surprised there's not a photo on that one. Especially for 8 reviews. Usually there's some photos. The Robinson Zoo. Sugar Creek Covered Bridge. Okay, those are always really cool spots. I love the bridges and old historic looking buildings. Illinois Brick Road. So where are you guys from? Let me know in the comments where you guys are from, and if you're traveling through here, where's your destination? If you've been to any of these, if some of them are a lot better than you thought, or maybe some of them are just kind of meh, Nothing of significance. Illinois, University of Illinois. I think I have, maybe 3 or 4 campuses in here on this one. I'm not sure. I think I have 3. Wanted to include a broad area because, like I said, Peoria and even just Springfield, there's not a ton of spots. I mean, yeah, there's still a decent amount, but arenas, things like that, of course, for different live events if you're with family, friends. The zoo, there's always good animal photos there. Historical landmark. Look at that. Look at that. It's an old fishing boat with a bunch of trash next to it. That's quite historical if you ask me, right? Maybe that's why they only gave it 3 stars. I mean, 3 still sounds kind of generous according to the photo. Fish and Wildlife Area, Wizard of Oz Garden. More parks, yeah, some of them are just plain parks, but you never know. Everyone's going to have a different experience, or you might be looking for something new, just to experience something different. So affordable things to do, cheap things to do, or maybe just free in general. State Museum, more nature preserves, wildlife refuge. Spoon River Speedway. There's a couple different speedways in this area. I know I did a Louisville one, and I did another one in Indiana, and they had a lot of speedways, different racing tracks. Rice Lake State and Fish Wildlife Area. Banner Marsh State Fish and Wildlife. More of the same here, right? But different spots. Some are noteworthy. McNaughton Park. Undeveloped park, so a lot of trails. Pekin Lake. I don't know. Somebody tried getting a photo. It looks like an overpass, maybe? Yeah. Nature Preserve. I don't know anything about this one, but it looked like somebody had recommended it, so there's got to be a reason for it. Sports Complex, of course, those are always big spots for taking your kids there. More nature centers. Grandview Drive, that's a nice overlook. Now this is in Peoria. Upper Grandview Drive Park. Okay, so Grandview Park looks like a hot spot. Bradley University. I love the buildings on college campuses. I just think some of them are just so nice. Love landscaping. The Pettingill Moron House Museum. I think it's Moran, but what do I know? You know? The community center, there's always different events going on there. I don't know if this is anything specific or spectacular by any means, but hey, you never know, right? You never know what's taking place there. Look up their website and see what they got going on. Peoria Civic Center. Minor league baseball games. I've been to several of them, but none in Illinois. Mostly Michigan, Ohio. Peoria Riverfront Park. That's pretty self-explanatory. It looks like a very clean, simple photo. The Visitor Center. Caterpillar. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you're into like farming equipment and construction equipment, I should say. And the Riverfront Museum and the Peoria Zoo. Zoos are always a good spot, like I said. So that concludes this list. Hope you found some of this helpful and useful. Let me know in the comments below what you like, what you want to see next, what areas you're traveling to. And again, if you've seen any of these areas and maybe some are, of more significance than others, let me know in the comments, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. See you in the next video.